Now, coming to the detailed analysis of this poem, let's take up the first stanza of this poem, and it reads, "You cannot build bridges between the wandering islands. The mind has no neighbors, an unteachable heart announces its amity time after time, but spends its love to draw them closer and closer apart." You cannot build bridges between islands, between wandering islands is the first statement of A.D. Hope. Now here he uses you, and after the use of you here in the first line, he would be mostly using they in coming stanzas. And this you here represents, all those people who want good of Australia. And building bridges is a positive image, which means bringing people together. But he says that the situation is such that anyone who wants to bring these people of Australia together, he cannot do that. Because he says that you cannot build bridges between wandering islands. You cannot do wandering islands. There could be a synecdoche, it could be a reference to the people of Australia as a whole, whether they have inhabited this or they are the aborigines. He says it is very difficult. The reason for that, he says that the mind has no neighbors and the unteachable heart renounces its amities time after time. There are two reasons why you cannot build bridges. Because the people of this place, Australia, he says that mind has no neighbors, which means that the mind, the thinking, the thought process of these people do not have that capacity to think like the neighbors do. They care about each other. They, support each other, but that is not something that we have. And the heart of these people is such, it is unteachable. You cannot correct it. They are incorrigible kind of people. ये वो लोग हैं जिनको आप सुधार नहीं सकते, इनके दिमाग को आप सुधार नहीं सकते, इनके दिलों को आप ठीक नहीं कर सकते, तो आप इनको इकट्ठा कैसे करोगे? You cannot build the bridges. And they renounce their amities time after time. ये जो लफ्ज amities यूज किया है, ये amities का मतलब होता है कि जब वॉर होती है और जंग होती है, और जब उस जंग में जंग को रोकने का ऐलान कर दिया जाए कि अब हम नहीं लड़ रहे हैं, उसको कहते हैं amities. और ये कहता है कि यहाँ के लोगों को आप कैसे समझाओगे कि ये हर लम्हे जो है फाइटिंग छोड़ देते हैं, ये लड़ना छोड़ देते हैं. इनको पता है कि यार कोई मुश्किल है, कोई मुसीबत है, तो हम लड़ेंगे, बट दे डोंट डू that. They don't fight. What they do, they announce the amities. They stop fighting, and they are lazy kind of a people. And he said, but spends its love to draw them closer and closer apart. Closer and closer apart. This is again an oxymoron kind of a statement, where he says that what do these people do? They spend their love for what? For bringing these people apart. इतना करीब लाते हैं कि उनको दूर कर देते हैं. So all the energy is focused at dividing the people. अब जिस जगह पे पूरा फोकस लोगों को अलग करने में हो, उनको डिवाइड करने में हो, तो वहां पे कोई भला क्या उनको इकट्ठा करे, वहां भला उनको क्या इत्तेफाक दिलाए, वहां पे भला उनको क्या जो है एकजुट करे. He says that it is impossible to build a bridge in such a society. Now that was the first stanza of this poem, and in this very first stanza, what A.D. Hope is saying that the people of this part, that is Australia, who have inhabited this, they are mindless kind of a people. Their heart is so sound, so strong, so stone type that you cannot even teach that, and they do not have a will to fight against odds, and they are the people who direct all their energy at dividing the people, at separating the people rather than bringing them together. They are not on the chart. They turn indifferent shoulders on the island hunters. They are not afraid of the cook or decoyers or the empire builders by missionary bishops and the tourist trade. They are not on the chart. Now he would use this they. Now who are these people whom they refer to as they? They are those Australians who have inhabited Australia, and they are not on the chart. हम उनको गिनते ही नहीं अपनों में. ये जो हैं, जो आए हैं या जिन्होंने इनहेबिट किया है. Why? And they turn indifferent shoulders to island hunters. और ये वो लोग हैं जो ये आइलैंड हंटर्स हैं. अब जो ये लफ्ज आइलैंड हंटर यहाँ यूज किया, इट हैज बीन यूज्ड फॉर द कॉलोनाइजर. ये जो इंग्लैंड के लोग अब यहाँ कॉलोनाइज करने के लिए आए हैं, इनको कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है किनको? ये जो ऑस्ट्रेलियन है, जो ये जो लोकल्स होंगे, जो एबोरिजिनीज होंगे, दे विल फाइट अगेंस्ट देम, बट नॉट दीज ऑस्ट्रेलियंस, बट नॉट दीज क्रिमिनल्स हु हैव बीन डिपोर्टेड टू ऑस्ट्रेलिया सम 100 or 200 years ago, and now it may be their relatives who have come here. So they are very indifferent to these. They are not afraid of the cook or the choirs. ये रेफरेंसेस हैं कॉलोनाइजर्स के, जो इंग्लैंड से बंदे गए हुए थे कॉलोनाइज करने के लिए, या जो उस टाइम के ओरिएंटलिस्ट थे, कहते ये उनसे भी नहीं घबराते हैं, इनको उनसे भी डर नहीं लगता। यहाँ के लोकल एबॉरिजिनीज को डर लगता है, लेकिन इनको उनसे कोई खतरा नहीं लगता है। एंड ही फर्दर सेज, जो अंपायर बिल्डर्स हैं, हु वर दीज अंपायर बिल्डर्स? इंग्लैंड वाज एट दैट टाइम एन अंपायर बिल्डर हु वांटेड टू बिल्ड कॉलोनीज थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड। कहता इसको उनसे भी डर नहीं लगता। एंड नीदर डू दे फियर फ्रॉम द मिशनरी बिशप्स। ये सारे जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं, दे वर द कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ कॉलोनाइजेशन। दीज पीपल फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड ये कॉलोनाइज करते थे लोगों को मिशनरीज के थ्रू, ये कॉलोनाइज करते थे अंपायर बिल्डिंग के थ्रू, ये कॉलोनाइज करते थे लोगों को सिविलाइज्ड करने के नाम पे। तो ये सारे हथकंडे जो थे वो वेस्ट यूज करता था इन कॉलोनीज को कॉलोनाइज करने में। और होप कहता है कि ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लोग ऐसे हैं कि इनको फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता इन लोगों से, इनको कोई परेशानी नहीं है, इनको समझ में नहीं आती ये बात कि ये यहाँ क्या क्या कॉलोनाइज करेंगे हमको, हमारी आइडेंटिटी दूर करेंगे, हम बहुत बड़े क्राइसिस में जाएंगे। बट they have got no problem with this. They are not afraid of them. They hardly pay any attention to this. That was the second stanza. Now coming to the third stanza, it reads, they claim no fixed position, they take no pride in favored latitude. The comity of atolls inspires in them no devotion, and the earthquake belt no special attitude. They are not annexed. They claim no fixed position. अब जो ये लोग हैं, these people about whom Hope is talking, they are not annexed. No, they don't link themselves with Australia. They do not call themselves Australians. They do not have any fixed position. They don't say that we are only Australians. There are such people, whom we may say that they are not patriotic towards Australia. कैसे लोग हैं ये? They take no pride in favored latitude. इतना खूबसूरत मुल्क, such a beautiful country Australia is, but they have no pride of it at all. उनको लगती नहीं है खूबसूरत जगह, उनको लगती ही नहीं है अच्छी जगह। The comity of atolls inspires in them no devotion. जो यहाँ का फ्लोरा है, atolls would be a reference to plants or to reefs near an ocean. But he says that they are so beautiful, they are so pretty to look at. But the strange thing is that कि इनको उनसे भी मोहब्बत नहीं होती, इनको यहाँ की नेचर से भी मोहब्बत नहीं होती, इनको यहाँ की सरजमीन से भी मोहब्बत नहीं होती। And the last statement of this stanza is very strong. And the earthquake belt no special attitude. और जब इनको इसके साथ कोई मोहब्बत नहीं है, तो यहाँ का जो earthquake belt है, it also shows no special attitude towards them. जब earthquake आता है, they also suffer equally as do the rest of the Australians. That was the third stanza. Now what we understood from these three stanzas is that what A.D. Hope is saying, that these people who have inhabited Australia, they show no care for Australia. They show no love or devotion for Australia. And if they do not show all these things for Australia, even Australia is not going to show any respite, any care, any different attitude to them or with them.